Welcome to episode 2 of my new series, Stand Out and Stack, where I show you how to make your application for specific roles stand out to get you one step close to being hired instead of ghosted in this trash-ass job market. Today, we're going to be talking about how to make your product management application stand out. If you missed the first episode where we covered project management, don't forget to catch it in the playlist. I have linked it down in the description box below. But today, like I said, we're all focused in on product management. Should I do the intro? Should I? Welcome back to another Millennial in-depth video. If you are new here, hit the subscription button below. Turn on the notification bell so you get that every single time I upload a video. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into product management. So the problem with most product management applications and product management resumes is they are all very similar, which means it should be very easy to stand out. Should we have to jump through all these hoops to land a job? No, but we basically have to, so here we are. You don't want your resume reading as a boring job description. Managed projects, collaborated with teams, blah, 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 blah. Yes, we all do the same thing. Your resume needs to show impact and product thinking, even if you've never had product manager as a title. So the framework that we're going to be using in this episode is action plus metric plus context. This is going to be the formula you use for every bullet point on a resume that you're going to be submitting for a product management role. This will also help your resume frame everything through a product lens. So instead of saying manage product timelines, coordinated with engineering teams, analyze user feedback, and created reports, we're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to say something like this or something like this. So here are the actionable steps I want you to take to go from the original bullet point to the new product-focused bullet point. Go through your current resume and add measurable outcomes to every single bullet point. If you don't have exact numbers, you're going to estimate conservatively, or you're going to use a qualitative impact. Reframe your past experience using product management verbiage. So instead of saying managed, you can say something like drove. Instead of helped with, it becomes partnered with. Instead of worked on, it becomes owned. You also want to include a projects or product initiative section on your resume, especially if you lack formal product management experience. This is going to show that you have some sort of experience managing a specific product. So here you would showcase side projects, volunteer work, or any internal initiatives that you've led at your current role. Now, you're going to tailor your top 3 to 5 bullet points for every single role that you've had to align with the job description of the product management role that you're applying for. So if they say data-driven decision making, you better have a bullet that shows that you have used data to drive a decision. Here's an example of a strong product management bullet point from someone who might not have the most formal product management experience. Second way to make your application stand out, and don't shoot the messenger, but it's going to be with a cover letter. I'm sorry. I know they're ancient. They're so archaic. They're so ridiculous. But the name of the game is landing a high-paying job. So you got to do what you got to do. Most people will skip cover letters. I am. Most people, I know. The calls coming from inside the house, I have to stop, right? Or they will write a generic one. Both of those, not going to really fly when we have roles that are getting 3, 4, 500,000 million applicants. Your opportunity here is to write a well-crafted, focused cover letter for this specific role. It really can make a huge difference between getting ignored and getting an interview, especially if you're trying to break into product management without traditional experience, which in this day and age, very hard. Not gonna lie, very hard. So here's a structure that's going to work really well. Paragraph 1 is going to explain why you're excited about being a product manager for this specific company, not just why you want to be a product manager in general. Paragraph 2, a specific problem or challenge that you've noticed that the company is having and a very thoughtful way that you would specifically handle it. And paragraph 3, how your unique background and experience is a valuable asset for the specific role at this company. So the actionable step I want you to take here when it comes to crafting a cover letter is to spend 30 to 45 minutes researching the company before sending in the application. Take screenshots, write notes, whatever you need to do to make it as efficient as possible. Research their recent product launches, any press releases, reference something recent that they have done in the last 3 to 6 months. Find the hiring manager or team lead on LinkedIn, and you may want to address your cover letter to them. Third way to make your application stand out is to create a one-page simple product management portfolio or a case study that you can link in your application. This is your opportunity to show, not tell, that you can think and act like a product manager. It doesn't need to be fancy. You can do it on Notion, on Canva, even a Google Doc would work. A couple of options you have is a product teardown of a product that you love, B, a product that you have created created yourself, or C, a product feature proposal that you've created for the company. Step 4, if you have not been on LinkedIn, you're going to want to dust off that profile and make it a product-focused profile. That means optimizing your headline, adapting your about section and experience section, and then in the additional and feature sections, you want to add in anything like your projects or case studies. And the final way to make sure that your application stands out is to avoid the spray and pray method and really focus in on a multi-channel strategy. That's going to include the official application on the website, reaching out to a hiring manager or recruiter on LinkedIn, finding a referral if possible, following up with your official application, and tracking and staying organized with all of your efforts with this multi-channel strategy. And the honest reality is it's going to take a lot of patience and consistency. So even with these strategies, it might take a while before you start hearing back from people to get any interviews. Do not give up. It is not you, it is them. Keep going, and I will catch you in the next video.